Let's go to the US now, where President Donald Trump has visited Texas to survey damage from the first major natural disaster to test his leadership in a crisis, as a record rainfall from Tropical Storm Harvey lashed Houston and tens of thousands of people fled deluged homes. The storm, turning slowly in the Gulf of Mexico, has brought catastrophic flooding to Texas, killing at least 11 people and paralysing Houston, America's fourth largest city. As Bridget Burke reports, damage is expected to run well into the tens of billions of dollars, making it one of the costliest US natural disasters in history.
A man stranded in floodwaters in the eastern suburbs of Houston waves a white flag, calling to be saved. Thousands like him have already been rescued, with police, firefighters and the National Guard working around the clock to locate those still marooned by the unprecedented flooding. It's the biggest rain event from a tropical storm in the country's history, with a year's worth of rainfall in just a few days continuing to pound the city. Officials in Harris County said reservoirs built to handle drainage water were beginning to overflow. They urged residents to evacuate as they released water to alleviate pressure on two dams. Jessica Dodson was one of them.
It's a lot of water and a lot of people do not want to leave their homes, and it's up to here to me. So I had to wear my life jacket, but once you get in there, it's just a lot of debris everywhere, but it's a lot of water and a lot of people need help back there.
Men, women and children along with their pets were rescued from the floodwaters by boats and trucks and taken to dry land.
Does anybody have somebody picking them up?
Coordinate.
Do you have anybody picking them up?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Those who had nowhere to go were taken to one of the city's evacuation centres, which are now providing shelter to more than 20,000 homeless and are nearing capacity. 20-year-old Jose Gonzalez was one of the evacuees.
It's bad, man. It's terrible. It's real bad. The water's like it's almost, I want to say up to my knees, just about, but it's really bad over there.
What you expected?
No, not at all. Nobody expected this.
Touring an emergency centre in Houston for the first time since Hurricane Harvey hit, US President Donald Trump pledged support for those who had lost their homes.
Probably there's never been anything so expensive in our country's history. There's never been anything so historic in terms of damage and in terms of ferocity as what we've witnessed with Harvey.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said more shelters would be set up.
We need additional assistance, and so we've asked them to provide supplies and cots, food for an additional 10,000 individuals.
The slow-moving storm has so far claimed the lives of at least 11 people. Among the dead, Houston police officer Steve Perez, who drowned on his way to work after driving into an underpass 5 metres deep in water. An emotional police boss, Art Azevedo, said conditions were so dangerous the Navy was forced to abandon their search for him.
So we couldn't find him, and once our dive team got there, it was too treacherous to go under and look for him. So we made a decision to leave officers there waiting until the morning, because as much as we wanted to recover him last night, we could not put more officers at risk for what we knew in our hearts was going to be a recovery mission.
Animal shelters across the state are at capacity as people evacuated their homes with dogs, cats and birds. The rising waters have also brought some unexpected visitors, as Missouri City resident Arlene Kelch discovered.
So here's the gator moving along. You can see him just kind of taking his time. He's inside of the fence again, and now it looks like there's not only him, but now him. So not too far from just climbing on into the backyard and getting right here to the patio.
Curfews are in place across the city with more heavy rain expected in the coming days. For Checkpoint, Bridget Burke.